Good morning, children. Welcome to maths class. So, in maths, we are solving the problems of block 25, which is data handling. And in the previous class, we have completed with our first topic, which is how to put the given data in a tabular form using tally marks we have learned, and how to answer the questions given for that given information, isn't it? So, in the second topic, we are going to learn about the scaled pictograph. Okay, so let's learn it, children. Now, coming to your question here, see, answer the questions on the basis of the pictograph. So, this is your pictograph, okay, where in the month of January there is one apple, in the month of February there are four apples, in the month of March there are three apples, and in the month of April there are two apples. Isn't it, children? So, this is your pictograph. Now, down they have given that one apple is equal to 10 apples, isn't it? This is scaled pictograph. Okay, so if one apple is drawn, that means it is 10 apples. If there are two apples, then that means 10 plus 10, 20 apples. Okay, if there are three apples, 10 plus 10 plus 10, that becomes 30 apples. Now let's go back to pictograph again. If we take this scaled pictograph, that one apple equal to 10 apples, then in the month of January there are 10 apples, in the month of February there are 4 apples, that means 40 apples, and in the month of March there are 3 apples, that means each carries 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 apples. In the month of April there are 2 apples, which means 10 plus 10, 20 apples. Isn't it, children? So here they have given the pictograph. From that they have given some questions where you need to answer, like think that these apples are sold. Okay, they have sold these apples in these months respectively. That means in the month of January they sold 10 apples, so in the month of February they sold 40 apples, in the month of March they sold 30 apples, and in the month of April they sold only 20 apples. Okay, now let's see the questions. How do the questions will be? In which month the apple were sold very less? That is, in the month of January there are only 10 apples, isn't it, children? Or in which month the apples were sold more? That is 40 apples in the month of February, isn't it? Or they might ask you, like, in which how many apples were sold in the month of April? So you will write 20 apples. In the month of April there are 20 apples here, isn't it? 2 apples means 20 apples. So in the month of April they sold 20 apples. In that way the questions might be. Okay, children, so look at the pictograph and answer the questions. Okay, now if they have given the information, like in the previous topic they have only given the information like notebooks, how who have how many notebooks. Yes, we have sorted that information in the table, and we have written using tally marks, isn't it? Now let's see how to put that same data in a pictograph. Okay, we have done in the table how to sort the information in the table. Now let's see how to put the same information in a pictograph. Okay, so Rahul have 14, Giri has 18, Rajiv has 24, and Harsh has 26 notebooks. Okay, now we have to make this information in a pictograph. Okay, so pictograph with a scale 2. Here they have given scale 2. Earlier one apple was 10 apples, isn't it? One apple is equal to 10 apples, that is scale there is 10. Here scale should be 2. Okay, so let's draw the pictograph first. Let's make a table like this, where you have to write the name of the students, and the next column is pictograph. Okay, so Rahul have 14 books. Okay, so here, children, we are taking the scale of 2 here, isn't it? Here it is 2 scale. That means you have to divide the number of books they have with 2. So if the scale is 10, divide with 10. If the scale is 5, divide with 5. If the scale is 3, divide with 3. Okay, here the scale is 2. So number of books Rahul have should be divided by 2. That is 14 divided by 2. Then you will get the answer as 7. 2 sevens are 14. So 7 you will get. So you will draw 7 notebooks. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notebooks. That means, which tells us Rahul have 14 notebooks. 14 books. Okay, next Giri have 18 books. So 18 divided by 2. Then you will get the answer 9. 2 nines are 18. So 18 divided by 2 will be equal to 9. So you will draw 9 notebooks. Okay, which tells us that Giri have 18 books. Okay, next Rajiv have 24 notebooks. So 24 divided by 2. So if you do, you will get the answer as 12. So you will draw 12 notebooks, which tells us that Rajiv have 24 notebooks. How? Because here they have mentioned the scale is 2, isn't it? So that's why you will draw 12. Next, Harsh have 26 notebooks. So 26 divided by 2, which gives us 13. So you will draw 13 notebooks. 13 notebooks, which tells us that Harsh have 26 notebooks. Okay. Scaled pictograph is nothing but one thing will not be equal to 1. It will be equal to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 given for the given information, for depending upon the question. Okay, here they have given the scale as 2, so according to that we have drawn the pictograph for the notebooks given information. Okay children, so write this in your classwork, and if they ask you questions from this pictograph like who have more books, yes, if you see in pictograph Harsh have, we have the pictograph of 13, that means he has 26, so Harsh have more books, so you'll write Harsh. Who have less books? Rahul, 14, that means we have drawn only 7. 7 means he has only 14, which is less, so Rahul have 14. Okay, or how many books Giri have? 18. Okay, in that way questions will be there where you can look at the question and you can answer. Okay children, if you have already completed, that is good children, otherwise do it in your classwork. And coming to your homework, complete the volume book. If you have already completed, it's okay. If you are not, please complete now. Okay, volume book 3, page number 46, S2, scaled pictograph. Okay, so in the next class we will learn the next topic children. See you in the next class. Bye.